Hey beautiful friends, this is Anna from Grow with Anna. This is where we talk all about self, business, health, beauty, and spirituality. I'm so happy you are here to join me while we talk a little bit about business today. This is the number one mistake that I see women make, and I only say women because that's who I work with specifically. The number one mistake I'm seeing women make when it comes to building their brand. So if you are interested in this, then please keep watching. Okay, so like I said, the population that I normally work with is women. I work with women in the online space. They're building a business online. They're selling some type of something on social media, right? And a lot of times the question or the concern that I get when women come to me is they're asking me, do I build my brand up first, my business up first, and then do I put myself into it? Or do I build myself up and then build my business into that? Now, of course, we are here for a video, so you are going to get a little bit of a longer response here, but very long story short, if you were to ask me, and if you were to ask many other women that are in the online business coaching realm as well, they're going to tell you to build yourself up first, and then your business fits around that. The reason being is because you are your own brand. And when you are your own brand, everything around you is allowed to change, even your business. So you always want to make sure that you are building yourself up first. And now I'm going to give you a few tips onto how you can do that. So to start off with, if you are someone who is thinking about building a business online, you're trying to figure what that business is, you're trying to figure that out, you kind of have an idea, but you're not really out there yet. You're not really sharing your message, sharing your purpose, sharing your calling. What I have for you is a few questions that you can ask yourself so that you can start getting a little bit more clear. So before I get into those questions, I quickly just want to touch on why this is so important. A lot of times I have women reaching out to me and they are wanting to build something beautiful, something aligned, something that it's truly their purpose. It's this beautiful offering that they want to give to the world, right? But they're just stuck. And they literally say that. Anna, I'm stuck. I don't know what I want to put out there. I don't know what I want to do. And for a while, this was me too. And this was not that long ago, okay? This was like 2 years ago where I started really asking myself, like, God, there's something that I want to do. I just don't know what. I don't know how to figure that out. And I will share the story on how I became an online business coach soon. But it literally was 2 years ago where I had this yearning of something that I wanted to do, and now I am a coach doing just that. And the way that I got there is by starting here, and I want to share that with you. So if you have a pen and paper, or if you're near your laptop, or even on your phone taking notes, I want you to write these questions down, because it's something that I really want you to journal and sit with yourself with for the next week, at least the next week. You will get much better results the longer you sit with this, but it's just a place to start. And I want you to get a pretty quick win so that you can start trusting yourself. You can start really asking yourself and navigating through what you really want to do. Okay, so it's 3 questions, technically 4 questions, but the first question is like a 2-in-1. Okay, so here are the questions. Are you ready? Here we go. Number 1, where did I lean in and where did I light up? It all starts here. If you are trying to create this beautiful vision for your life, this way where you want to make income and impact, you need to start here. And it is the most eye-opening way. So where did I lean in and where did I light up? Sometimes people ask me, okay, how do I figure this out? So literally, I want you to examine yourself. I want you to be conscious of yourself, of when you are physically leaning into something. Because when you're leaning in, you're agreeing. It's resonating. It's something that you are really interested in, right? So let's just have an example that we could run with throughout the rest of the video, right? So let's just say that you are someone who has a 9-to-5 job, you're trying to come into the online space, you're trying to figure out what to do. Maybe it's something along the lines of you want to help women in the fitness industry, okay? You want to help women, specifically maybe moms who are working 9 to 5. They're like so close to being able to work from home, and they want like 30-minute exercises. Something quick, because yes, you're a mom and yes, you have things to do, but yes, you also understand I need to take care of myself first. Maybe that's you and you're trying to help other women do that too. Let's just go with that as our example. Maybe you're trying to figure out, okay, how can I make this a business for myself? So let's say you're scrolling on social media and you stop. Literally, you stop the scroll, okay? And you see someone that is doing exactly what you want to be doing. You open up their Instagram, you check out their highlights, you check out their posts, you check out their reels. Oh, they have a live video. Okay, cool. Let me get to know them. Let me see what they're about. Let me see what they're offering, right? So these are all things that you want to keep in mind that you are leaning into. You are literally agreeing. You're going through their entire profile and you're wanting to learn more from them because that's what you want to do, right? So let's say you do that a couple days out of the week. Now you're journaling this. Today, I found someone that is doing exactly what I want to do. She's, having workout videos on live every week, or the way that she communicates with her audience is something that I want to do, something that I want to embody, okay? These are all things that you are agreeing to. You're leaning in. Write that down. Every day for a week, where did you lean in, okay? Where did you light up has a lot to do with ideas. Something that you're like, oh, I could do that. Yeah, I don't have this 9-to-5 job and doing this. I only have this. This is what I want to do. Another example could be like, oh, yeah, I want to work specifically with millennial moms because I'm a millennial mom. I'm not saying I'm a millennial mom, but I'm saying that might be you, right? So you really want to start getting a little bit more targeted, I guess you could say, a little bit more niched, if you even want to say that. I'm kind of over the word, but the more specific that you get and the more that you are catching yourself throughout the day in these moments, these tiny little moments that you're like, yes, you're literally saying yes, right? That's what you want to do. That's what you're called to do. That's what you're attracted to doing. Then the more that you do that throughout the days, let's just say, because I told you a week, right? What if you're catching yourself doing that 4 out of the 7 days? You're onto something here, right? Okay, second question is, what do I need to release that is no longer serving me? Such a good question. A lot of times we can get wrapped up in the shoulds, right?
I should be doing this, I should be doing that. I have this role, I wear, this mom cap, this wife cap, this daughter, this sister.
Or whatever kind of caps you're wearing, right? You're wearing the cap at work. What do you need to release that is no longer serving you? Now, this could be multiple things, okay? This could be something you physically need to release. Maybe if you are that person and you're thinking I want to strictly work from home, I don't want to work at my job, what do you know you need to do in order to release that job? Okay? Because maybe it's weighing you down and spirituality is something that we are also going to be talking a lot about here on this channel for another day. But literally, there is this energy bubble around you, okay? It is your energy. And there are things in, like, outside of that bubble that literally cannot come in because you're holding space for all these other things, all those other hats, right? And the moment you release that and you put it outside of your bubble, you are now welcoming in something else. It's so cool. It's so cool. But what do you know that you need to release in order to get that thing that you actually want? Okay, so that's something physical, like a job. It could be that, right? Now, it's also other things like the things you tell yourself, limiting beliefs. What do you need to let go of? Maybe you're telling yourself, oh, no, I can never, get that many clients to make sure I'm making X amount to match X amount that I'm making at work. I have to stay here. I'm stuck here, whatever. Or gosh, I see this girl that I'm resonating with a lot on Instagram and she's doing things exactly how I want to do, but I can never be like that. First of all, why are you trying to be like that? Okay, because you are you and only you can do things a certain way. Yes, you can take some of her tips, you can take some of her tricks, some things that you really like, and you can implement that, but you cannot be replicated. You simply cannot. So why would you want to replicate her when she simply could not? So this could be a multitude of things. It could be duties, like maybe you're that, like, what do they call them? Like PTA mom or some, I don't know. The moms that like, I don't know what they're called. The moms that like go to school and they volunteer all the time, whatever. Maybe for a season, that's just not you, right? Maybe you need to let go of that so you can welcome in other things into your space. So anyways, think of things like that. Think of things that you think of your energy bubble. What can you take out so you can welcome in something new? Okay. All right. So there's that one. And question number 3 is, how can I align my business to where I see myself leaning in? So I kind of gave you those scenarios in the first question. Where can you put yourself in alignment so that you are physically actively doing what you are leaning in towards? So maybe what that looks like is, again, we're talking about this whole fitness mom thing, right? So maybe you start filming yourself, you start recording yourself doing workouts at home, and maybe you start posting them in your stories, and then you start doing lives too, because that's something that you saw the other girl do that you really liked. Maybe you start making time for these things, right? And you start posting without having anything attached. You don't have a number attached, like money-wise, income-wise. You don't have a number attached, meaning like number of followers that come in or number of views that you get. You literally are just doing it because that is what you feel called to do. That is working in alignment. That is what is making these tiny little shifts throughout your days in order to start showing up as the person that you want to be. And then eventually all these things will come. Views will come, followers will come, income will come, right? And then you can start thinking, I think it's time for me to leave my job, right? I don't even know why we went with that, but that's just where I was feeling today. So anyways, I hope that helped. Okay, so that was mostly for the woman who is kind of trying to figure out where she fits in the online space or wherever it is that you want to take your business, right? That is for the woman who is trying to figure out herself in order to become her brand. Now, let's say that you are someone who has already established a brand, but you are trying to bring yourself more into that, and you're trying to make you the center so that other things can move around you, okay? So if you are that woman, then I want you to first and foremost let go of the fact that you have built this business, which, by the way, congratulations. Like, you have built a business for yourself. Now you're trying to make you the focus so that other things can change, or maybe not necessarily change, but you just want to move some things around so that you can make space for you. So I want you to kind of let go of this idea that you've built this business for yourself, because now you're making room for yourself. Not much is going to change here. The only thing I want you to kind of envision this is something that I will be getting into in a later video, which is establishing your brand pillars, your ideal client, all of that. These are all things that I'm going to be bringing to you. So make sure you hit that subscribe button for when that comes, okay? Shameless plug. I want you to imagine this is your business, right? Now you are moving yourself into this role, and then your business is now something else that stems from you. So you're just making way, okay? So I know it's a lot easier said than done, and that visual can be great, but a lot of times you're just like, oh, but I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. Mainly what you're gonna do is shift the conversation, no matter where you are, okay? Shift the focus. You're not just going to be talking about your business. Now you're going to be talking about yourself and a few other things in addition to your business that represent you. Okay? And it doesn't have to be like this announcement or this huge thing. You just start showing more of yourself online. That's it. And you start talking about the things that are important to you. You start talking about, you know, again, if you're this fitness mom, maybe you've been talking about just the work that you currently do. So we're gonna shift you as the focus. You're gonna talk about, hey, I've really been thinking about shifting, you know, from a corporate job to working from home and doing this. Has anyone else done this? Maybe you asked this in your stories, right? I'm starting to feel some anxiety come up about this. I'm starting to feel scared. I'm starting to feel nervous. I'm starting to feel yada da da da, right? Has anyone else felt this? Has anyone else gone through this? Would you be scared too? Am I crazy? No, you're not crazy. But, you know, you're asking your audience. You are having conversation with them. Because what is this doing? You are now creating your community. You are now creating you as the brand, as the focus. And what do people love more than anything? They love a story. They love the storytelling, right? So they want to be with you through this transformation, through this transition. And sure enough, you will be the focal point, okay? So again, like I said, I will be talking about you and your brand pillars, your ideal client. All of that will be coming in later videos. But just know that you are allowed to change your mind. You are allowed to change. You are allowed to do whatever you want to do. Who's to say that you can't, right? Maybe in here, that's what you're hearing, but that's not the truth. So I hope this video was extremely helpful for you. If you have any questions, you can find me over on Instagram, same name, @GrowWithAnna, and I would love to talk to you in the DMs. And if you are interested in more coaching, I have some information down in the description box. That way you can check it out. I absolutely love coaching women through building a business online. And again, if you have any questions about that, you can DM me over on Instagram. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be back next week with a new video. Here we grow.